Welcome at Maths Form 4, Topic 2. Today, Topic 2, Quadratic. In this topic, Quadratic, there are three subtopics. Quadratic function, quadratic equation, quadratic inequalities. I'm going to start today quadratic inequalities. Some basic notes regarding quadratic inequalities. Quadratic means the expression ax squared plus bx plus c. Quadratic means expression ax squared plus bx plus c. Inequalities mean it must have one of the four. It must have more than 0, more than equal 0, less than 0, or less than equal 0. There are 4 steps in solving quadratic inequalities. We look at our first question on quadratic inequalities. Find the range of value of x. They are asking x for the given expression of 3x squared minus 8x plus 6 less than or equal x brackets 2x minus 3. As I said earlier, that there are 4 steps in solving quadratic inequalities. What we do, we start with step 1. In step 1, the given expression must have 0. It must have 0. Now, if we look at the given expression, which I'm going to write back again, it was 3x squared minus 8x plus 6 less than or equal x brackets 2x minus 3. In this expression, there is no 0. Left hand side, no 0. Right hand side, no 0. Which means I must take the left hand side, transfer to the right hand side, make it 0. Or I take the right hand side, transfer to the left hand side, make it 0. And since the right hand side has a bracket, I'm going to expand and transfer to the left hand side. See how we do this? I put back the inequality sign and I'm going to expand x times 2x, x times 3, which will give me 2x squared minus 3x. That is the right hand side, eh? Now, left hand side, I'm just going to copy back, which is 3x squared minus 8x plus 6. Now, as I said earlier, I'm going to transfer the right hand side to the left hand side to get the 0. We transfer one by one, 3x squared and 2x squared. I'm going to take the 2x squared, go to the left hand side, which will give me 3x squared minus 2x squared, because plus transfer minus 3x squared, 2x squared settle. Next, I'm going to transfer minus 3x to the left hand side, which will give me minus 8x minus 3x transfer plus 3x, plus 3x. So minus 8x minus 3x has settled. We have the balance of plus 6, which I'm going to copy back, plus 6. And then the sign less than or equal, I'm going to copy back, less than or equal. And since right hand side has been transferred, which means right hand side now I have 0. Now we can do this. 3x squared minus 2x squared. I'm going to get x squared. Minus 8x plus 3x. I'm going to get minus 5x. And finally, the last number plus 6. Plus 6 less than or equal 0. I have completed my step 1, which is it must have 0. And we already got the 0. Okay, this was step 1. Now, we look at step 2. Step 2, we must factorize the expression. Factorize this expression. Of course, factorizing, you can do it with your calculator, which you will get, I put the brackets first, together with the inequality sign. So x squared, I break up to x and x. And then 6, of course 6, I can break up to 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. It depends on the number in the center, negative 5. It depends on that. So if you use your calculator, it will be 1, 6, minus plus, normal factorizing. So I have done step 2, which is factorizing. Now, step 3. Step 3. Step 3 is actually, you have to break up the factors. You have to break up the factors. The factors of x minus 1 and x plus 6. We are going to break this up, which is x minus 1, x plus 6. Now, one thing to remind you, that when we are breaking up, here, even though it's less than 0, when you break up, you must make it more than 0. I repeat, even though this expression is less than 0, when you break up, it must be more than 0. If it is more than 0 here, you still continue more than 0. Which means, in the here, whether less than or more than, whenever you break up, it is always more than. Okay, so don't forget that. And from this expression, I will find the x. So x, I take minus 1, I transfer. It will become 1. I take the plus 6, I transfer. I will get x more or equal negative 6. I remind you, this is not the answer. It is not the answer. Okay? Even though the question is asking find x, but these two, not the answer. To get the answer, we have to do the last step is step 4, which is the line number. You learn this in your lower secondary. You learn this in your lower secondary, line number. So what is a line number? Of course, it is a line that has numbers, line number. And what you are going to do?